This is the Weekly Wires.
Hey everyone, welcome to this week's episode of the Weekly Wire. The update this week, as you may have noticed, the staff network is now broadcasted. Typically, you had to type in staff each month when you put the password in. We're broadcasting it now. By not hiding it, we actually think we're testing something with network chatter. We think not only is it easier to find and connect to, but we think that it'll actually have better performance by not hiding it. Still keeping those credentials just for staff only, not for students, but we're hoping that gives you an improved performance. So that's our update. I want to highlight a lot this week. Usually we have one designated highlight. I have three things that I have to highlight. One is the phishing campaign from last month. Every year, as part of our annual digital hygiene, we send out like a phishing simulation, basically. This district does an amazing job. We had a 4% click rate, so we do have a little bit of education there. And honestly, yeah, this one was a pretty sneaky one with the whole click here to review your document. Good on you if you didn't click on it. 4% of people clicked on it. As you may have seen in the email, the global average when organizations do these simulations is like 33%. And sometimes in education, I've seen statistics saying half the people click on it. So we have an amazing security posture. Thank you so much. Everyone's always so communicative. I woke up today to 3 emails of like, hey, is this okay? Thank you so much for taking that stance. We have a really, really good, like I said, security posture at Carlsbad. So that's one highlight. The other highlight is the Data Governance Committee met this week. And our initiative under data governance is to say, hey, we deal with a lot of sensitive information. Do we have protocols in place for how we deal with it, who deals with it? It's really important, and the state wants us to have all this in place. So it's been neat to see a committee of many staff members across Carlsbad in various positions come together each month and start to work on formal procedures for that. So we did standard operating procedures this week, and it was really great to see bones actually being built to the idea of we do have procedures and we do have standard operating procedures. That was great. The last highlight that I want to bring to you is the AI committee of students, teachers, parents, community members. It was so cool. We convened at Kelly Elementary for the second of our series of 3 meetings. And in the first one, we developed our values as a community. And in this meeting this week, we took our values and we said, do the AI guidelines we'd like to push out reflect those values? Really purposeful conversation, really thoughtful conversation with our community members. Really excited to do our last session and then have in place some actual guidelines we can all agree to and shared values. So really good work going on there. I'll kick it over to our technology toast, Callie Fleury, to give you the tech tip of the week.
Did you know? Before I share this week's tip, I wanted to go back and review something that I shared last week. So I showed you how to write templates in Gmail. And when you click on these 3 dots, you should have templates where you can then save email templates that you email often. But a few of you reached out and mentioned that you didn't have that option there. So I'm going to show you how to get that. All you need to do is when you're in Gmail, you go to the top right where there is a gear, click on that, and then click See All Settings. From there, you're going to find Advanced. And then you'll see templates, and you just need to click enabled and then save changes. Once you do that, you will see that in the 3 dots. All right, now to this week's tip. You may have noticed that Gemini is now embedded in many of our Workspace tools. I'm going to show you a couple, but be on the lookout for many instances, like in your calendar, for example. But I'm going to show you slides. So in slides, there's this little banana now, and this is actually AI. You can just give it something that you might want to do or something that you want to have listed. So I could say, create a welcome slide for teachers about to receive UDL training. And it's going to think, and it'll generate and create a slide for me. Once it does create a slide, you can even ask it to then modify. Something else that I found really useful is just putting in the words that I want on the slide and telling it to generate a slide, and it'll organize it for me, and it's usually nice and looks great. You can also do that with an image similar to what you do when you are creating images in Adobe Express or Canva. And you can ask it to create an infographic, and I'm not going to lie, I haven't done that yet. Oh, so here it is. This is what it created. Welcome to UDL training, designed for every learner. And it just kind of did that for me right off the bat. I could just say, all right, so I previewed it. I'm going to exit, and I could say, please take out the 3 bullet points. And it will change that slide for me. So again, I'm manipulating it the way I want. double checking it. I do like the tree, I'm not going to lie. I could also tell it to be a different color. Maybe I want it to not be that beige color and I want it to be blue, for example. So I could do that. While that's generating, you get the idea of how you use it in slides, and we'll go back so I can show you what that looks like. But you should also see it in Docs. So you can generate a new document and you can describe what you want it to look like, or even help me write, which is nice. You can put down what you want to write down, and then have it like clean it up for you. So similar to how you're already using Gemini, it's just now embedded within your actual workspace. And here it is. Here's that slide without the bullet points as I asked. I can insert this as a new slide and then it's just there and I can put it at the top. The other option that you have is you can click on it and you can, instead of insert as a slide, you can just insert it and then it's a little picture. And that's how you're going to start seeing Gemini within Google Workspace.
This has been the Weekly Wires.